Hi, my name is Festus Odije Erewili. You're welcome to the CEO Masterclass channel. I like to believe that you have been having fun and you've been learning so many great lessons on this channel. We began the series on building a dependable succession plan, and we talked about part one of it last week, where we educated ourselves about some of the things we should do to precipitate the interest of those we want to succeed us. This week, we'll be talking on getting our planned successors involved in the succession plan. When I did the book on making money and management methods, one lesson that came out prominently was that when you are not involved in the process of making money, you cannot manage money. And anything that you are not involved in is very difficult to manage it. And it becomes a rule of life. If you cannot appreciate what it is, you probably may not be able to preserve what it is. And so, getting your successors or your planned successors involved in the business that you want them to be interested in or to take over from you is very, very important. And so the question that is on the lips of some of my listeners today is, how do you get them involved? How do you get these people involved? You remember one of the things we talked about last week was to make your job interesting by talking nicely about the things that happen with what you do. And we said your interest is infectious. When you have passion and interest for the job, for the things you do, it becomes very infectious and people will get to understand and like what you do. When they become attracted to what you do, they become involved in it. And so getting them involved in the business is a conscious effort from your end. And this talks about going back home to talk about the successes and sometimes the failure that you truly experienced while you are at the job. And when you get their opinion, especially those you have planned out to succeed you, let it be known to them that you bring feedbacks to tell them that your advice actually did work. And when you show that kind of excitement, reward them for the advice that they gave. And when things didn't work out well, sit down with these people who you have planned out to discuss the alternative that probably would have worked out if that was your decision. The other things to get them involved is when they are on holidays or vacation, get them to work in your company. Let them know the different departments, the different units. Let them know the processes and procedure. If they are in sales, let them start to know what sales are doing, the salespeople are doing. If it's production, let them know the process involved in production. If they have to work in account, let them know the process and the procedures in accounting. And if they have to be in deep business development, they also need to know the different things happening in this area of the department. And by the time they start getting used to it, they begin to ask questions and you begin to also answer some of these questions. And getting them involved means that even after graduation, they need to start from somewhere. Yes, they may have all this period after you have taken them in during the different holidays they've spent. By the time they graduate, finish their youth service or whatever, they would have had an interest in a particular department. Maybe sales, maybe production, maybe accounts. Let them go start there to work. Gradually, they may not head the unit until capacity is built. And their supervisors can attest to the fact that these guys have built capacity. Once that is done, begin to take them for board meetings. Let them begin to see how board meetings go. They may not take decisions. Allow them to contribute. Let their opinion count. When their opinion begins to count, then they begin to get more involved in the business. And those things that you've always enjoyed talking about when you get home, you see them talking about them themselves. That's how to get these people involved. Does it come as a surprise that many general overseers of some of the churches we have today in Nigeria, some of their children are not interested in becoming the head of those churches? Why? We talked about them already. But for those of them that were gotten involved from the very beginning, when they were children, because of the excitement their parents probably showed and everything that attracted them to church, they got interested and they made good successors. So today, you have learned one or two things, I'm sure. And I'm very confident about the fact that the information that we've shared here, they are true and they work. I want you to please give us your comment, feedback, like our page, share it, and let people get to know that there is somewhere you are getting your source of verifiable information from. My name again is Festus Odije Erewole. Let's do this next week. Until then, keep the dialogue on the CEO Masterclass. Bye for now.